I'm just saying, and some of the other groups I'm in, people are saying, hey, I need this, like, within a week. And I'm like, dude, I'm not your guy. I got to get to know you. And then I've had 60, 70% of the people say, well, I don't need to date you. I just want the money. Okay, cool. That's fine. But there are other lenders out there that by the way, I'm in a private PML, private money lender group with like 130 different private money lenders. And so we bounce ideas and talk to each other and that kind of thing. And then like deals that I don't want, like if they're over 6 months or they don't fit my lending criteria, I'll pass it on to the group and vice versa. Some people have a lot of money and they don't want to deal with stuff and they want to, it's really weird. There's people in there that have a lot of money and they don't want to deal with anybody for like a year or 2 or 3. They just want to fire and forget. And I'm like, wow, that's not me. So it depends, I guess, is what I'm trying to say, Jack, is it really depends on, your situation, the private money lender themselves. I'd say that the big ones are, for me anyway, relationship, that you're going to want to know duration, interest rate. And also for me, I don't like, I've got a repeat borrower. I talk to him in the beginning and the end, and that's it. I don't bug him. He doesn't bug me. He'll send me pictures and do nice stuff and tell me blah, 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 but I don't bug him. So to me, if I was you and I'm trying to get a job done, I would try to talk to maybe some other borrowers that use that private money lender and see, because it goes both ways, right? The private money lender, hey, is this guy or girl or guy an asshole? Are they going to bug me? Are they going to, bug the hell out of me? Or are they just going to lend me the money and let me do my business? So I would say that plays into it too. There's a lot of factors in there. And then something that I found out last Friday when I was in Arizona, I had never thought of this, guys. If you do take on money as an investor, you got to, like, let's do the role play thing. Say I'm the private money lender, and you say, hey, you come to me and say, I want, $100,000 for 6 months. And I'm like, cool, fire it off. You got to be real careful where that money came from. A lot of the lenders that I met down there were telling me that there's an influx of cartel money. And I would have never thought of that. And there's some stuff happening in the lending space where there's a lot of funneling coming through now. And that's something that never crossed my mind. And it's come up a few times. So that tells me that there's more of it on the rise. So be careful if you take money from somebody. Find out what the source of that money is, right? It's important. And then in that space, as a private money lender, like you said, you do fix and flip. So that usually involves, you're probably going to get a hard money loan, right? And then finding a private money lender that does second position, which that's me. I'm a weirdo. I actually do second position loans. As long as the primary as the hard money loan, as long as you bought deep enough, so there's enough equity for second position, and also the hard money lender doesn't have some goofy 20% on top, blah 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 clause in there. So the private money lender is probably going to want to look at your first position loan if it's not a first position lien loan. So those kind of things. Is that what you're looking at, Jack? Or
what I'm looking at is more like when I'm finally able to give up my W-2 job. And what got me thinking about it a little bit again was I see a lot of places near me that would make good flips. So in my mind, what I was going to do is down the road is when I quit my W-2, start doing like 3 or 4 flips a year and buy the houses in cash, and then get like a private money loan to cover the construction costs, and then pay them back when I refinance the place out.
yeah, a lot of people do that. I got a guy in Texas that's just rocking and rolling, but he's able to do it because he's been doing it a while, and I don't know how the hell he's doing it, but he's buying pretty deep. He's picking houses up for 200 and flipping them for 340.
Yeah, because I know lately I've been seeing places that the banks just can't give away the place. They're like between $25,000 and $50,000, and I know after they're done, they're probably worth about 150 to 180.
I know that's happening in Joplin, Missouri right now. Sorry, giving that away, but what market is that in, if you don't mind me asking?
North of Pittsburgh. Yeah, it's over like 4 or 5 different zip codes.
That sounds good, man. Found a good market. I go for it, man.
I just can't swing it right now trying to renovate the double duplex. And with me working night shift and can't run saws in the middle of the night with people, it just makes it too hard for me to do it at this time. That's why I would probably be looking at like 5 to 10 years from now, getting started on something like that.
Well, Armando was just on here. He left, but he was saying that, that's what he does. So out of California. So he might be a good person to chat with.
Okay.
I would say I'd put you in touch with the borrower that I've got, but that guy's so freaking busy.
Yeah, and I don't want to waste people's time if I'm talking that far out either.
Yeah. Well, remember the ORAAT meeting in Vegas last year, the opening, I think it was Jason, I forget his wife's name, but that's what they started doing. They started flipping, and I think they flipped 3 by 1, something along those lines, right? They flipped to get the capital together. I mean, James Daner from Bigger Pockets, obviously he's doing that kind of thing. So it's a good play if you've got the right teams and you can trust, like, unless you're doing the work yourselves or you're the general, but you can trust the contractors. I still have yet to find, I've had good luck with contractors in general, but I still have yet to find somebody that I can use over and over again. It's proving a lot
My
harder than I thought.
my biggest problem is, I've said this before, I just have a hard time finding good contractors that can match my quality of work. And I like, I won't touch electrical, so obviously I'm handing that over to someone that like an electrician. But as far as everything else goes, I've done massive plumbing. I just have the plumber come in and sign off my work afterwards, and I can remodel a whole kitchen. I can remodel a whole bathroom.